Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all good and welcome to Current Affairs in Flux. Let's begin today's daily current affairs. December 5th, we observe International Volunteer Day, and theme for the International Volunteer Day is Volunteer Now for Our Common Future. And every year 5th of December it is observed as the International Volunteer Day, and the main purpose of this day is to celebrate the efforts of the volunteers and the organizations which offers the opportunity to promote the volunteerism and to encourage governments to support voluntary efforts and to recognize the volunteer contributions to the achievements of sustainable development goals. And the first this day was observed in the year 1985 by the UNGA, that is United Nations General Assembly. Next one, December 5th, we also observe World Soil Day, and this day is observed to raise awareness of the importance of soil quality for human well-being, food security and ecosystem. Where the World Soil Day for this year 2021 has a campaign named Hard Soil Salinization Boost Soil Productivity. And the aim of this campaign is to raise awareness of the importance of maintaining healthy ecosystems and human well-being by addressing the growing challenges in soil management. Whereas this day is first officially observed on the 5th of December in the year 2014. And this day is observed by FAO, that is Food and Agriculture Organization, where the headquarters of FAO is in Rome, Italy, and the head of FAO is Kyo Dongyu. Next one, Alka Upadhyaya appointed as the chairperson of NHAI. Here the full form of NHAI is National Highways Authority of India, and Alka Upadhyaya is appointed as the new chairman of NHAI by the center, where she is a IAS officer of Madhya Pradesh from the 1990 batch cadre. Whereas Alka Upadhyaya is now currently working as a additional secretary in the Department of Rural Development, where if you see the center has made some changes in the appointments in the other organizations also. If you see that Sanjay Bandyopadhyaya, who is the additional secretary of Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, has been named as the chairman of Inland Waterways Authority of India, whereas Sandeep Kumar Nayak has been appointed as the DG, that is Director General of National Productivity Council and the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, that is DPIIT. Next one, Tata Power backs India's largest solar and battery project, which worth rupees 945 crores from SECI. Here the full form of SECI is Solar Energy Corporation of India, and this Tata Power company, which is a wholly subsidiary of Tata Power Solar Systems, has now received a letter of award from the Solar Energy Corporation of India, and the project worth of rupees 945 crores, and this project sites are located in Chhattisgarh, and it will be executed within 18 months. Here the CEO and MD of Tata Power is Praveer Sinha. Next one, Cambridge Dictionary names perseverance as the word of the year for the year 2021. Here the perseverance, which is a word where the people across the world has searched many more times than all other words in the last 12 months, and the Cambridge Dictionary has named this word perseverance as the word of the year 2021, where it has looked up more than 243,000 times in the website in the year 2021. And if you see the other dictionaries, that Oxford English Dictionary has named wax as its word of the year 2021, which means which is derived from the Latin word vacca, which means cow. And the Collins Dictionary has named NFT as the word of the year, which means the non-fungible token. whereas Merriam-Webster has chosen the word vaccine as its word of the year for this year 2021. Next one. S&P projected India's GDP growth forecast at 9.5% in FY 2022. That is, S&P, which is a global rating agency, has retained its that is gross domestic product growth for India, and it has kept unchanged as 9.5% for this year, for the financial year 2022, and it has projected for GDP growth of India is as 7.8% for financial year 23, where the president of S&P Global Rating is John Beresford, which is headquartered in New York, USA. Next one. Nizamuddin Basti project Basti project wins 2 UNESCO awards for cultural heritage conservation 2021. Here, Nizamuddin Revival Project, which is an India's project on the holistic urban revitalization of the historic Nizamuddin Basti community, which is in New Delhi, and this project has won the two UNESCO awards, which are Award of Excellence and a Special Recognition for Sustainable Development, where this project involves the restoration of over 20 historic monuments clustered around the 14th century of the revered Sufi saint Nazrat Nizamuddin Aulia, and this project has won the two UNESCO awards, which we have to remember the names. That is, first one is Award of Excellence, and the next one is Special Recognition for Sustainable Development. Next one. New Zealand's Aziz Patel became third bowler to take 10 wickets in an innings. Here, Aziz Patel, who is a New Zealand player, has become the third cricketer player to take all the 10 wickets in an innings. He is a left-arm spinner who bowled about 47.5 overs, in which he has given 119 runs, and he taken all the 10 wickets against India. Whereas he is the third bowler to achieve this taking of 10 wickets in an innings, and the first one is in the year 1956. England bowler Jim Laker has taken 10 wickets against Australia, whereas in the year 1999 Anil Kumble has achieved this feat against Pakistan. Now he became the third bowler to achieve this feat. Next one. Veteran journalist Vinod Dua passes away. Here, Vinod Dua, who is a veteran journalist and one of the pioneers in Hindi broadcast journalism, who worked with Doordarshan to present the youth program in the mid 70s, and he was also honored with several awards for his contribution to journalism, and he was also an integral part of NDTV's journey also, where he was also received the Padma Shri Award for journalism in the year 2008 from the Government of India. Next one. Former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Konijeti Roshaya passes away at 89. Here, the Konijeti Roshaya, who is the former governor of Tamil Nadu and also the former Chief Minister of Unified State of Andhra Pradesh, where the two states, that is Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, are combined at the time of that, where the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana are combined. Konijeti Roshaya has served as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, and he also served as the MLA, MLC and the Lok Sabha members, where he also had held in the several key portfolios, which includes finance, transport and the energy ministers. And he also had a record in placing the budgets on the floor of the assembly as a finance minister. Next one. Thank you everyone. Stay safe and stay strong.